Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. Today I'm going to be talking about my personal 5 favorite long-term coins. Please understand that nothing said in this video is financial advice. Please understand that if you do get into the cryptocurrency space or into the cryptocurrency market, it is one of the most volatile markets that you will ever be in. There's a fairly high chance that you could also lose money, as a lot of people enter the cryptocurrency space assuming that they are going to become millionaires overnight, and that is not at all how it works. I promise you there will be many years where the market will be down. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. The number one coin for me, or rather the number one on the list, these are in really no particular order, but these are the top 5 that I look to, is going to be Binance coin, otherwise known as BNB. Binance is, of course, the largest cryptocurrency exchange that we have on the planet by volume. They're absolutely incredibly large. Binance has made sure that over the course of the last couple of years, they have regulatorily insulated themselves, as there was a huge pushback against Binance around 2020, 2021, stating that they didn't have paperwork, that they were illegal, they couldn't operate or work in different parts of the world. Lo and behold, it took them about 4 months to get all the paperwork they needed from about 20 different countries. They also opened up physical locations in all of these places as well, so there's no longer a question as to if Binance is regulatorily bad in any sort of way, because they have everything that they need. The BNB coin, there were 200 million of them. Now, I don't know the exact number, I can't tell you the exact moment at this exact time, but they plan on burning all the coins until there are only 100 million left. This is a very bullish thing for a coin in general. Whenever there is a coin burn, especially one that it is as used as the BNB Binance coin, especially when you use it on the platform, you also get discounts as well when you have the coin. It's just a hyper utility usage coin that a lot of people have bet pretty big on over the last couple of years. It is one of the very few coins that when there is some type of an issue with Binance, or when the cryptocurrency market may be going down, that Binance still actually recovers quite quickly and or does not go down as much as other coins would at the exact same time. It is a top contender. It's going to be around for a while. Binance has tons of partners, tons of partnerships. I think the real solidifier for me is the regulatory approval that they have. As we have seen over the last couple of months, regulators have completely lost their minds when it comes to anything that doesn't have paperwork, and Binance has all the paperwork. You might have also seen the photos and videos of the CEO of Binance and many other people working at Binance shaking hands with world leaders. It's constantly all over the place, and this lets me know that, at least in my view, for my portfolio, from what I'm seeing, that Binance is definitely going to be around for a very long time. Number 2 on this list is going to be Polygon. Polygon came out of nowhere. Polygon continues to succeed. Polygon has a large number of projects that have moved from other chains, have moved from other spaces, and now they're exclusively on top of Polygon, which is also on top of Ethereum. The idea being, as Ethereum is the largest blockchain that we have, and Polygon's on top of it, you have more security and more potential for users to use your platform if you are on top of this space, or the Polygon blockchain, if you will. Polygon's partners, in no particular order, include, and this is not all of them, include DraftKings, Adobe, the National Football League, Starbucks, Adidas, Disney, Meta, that is Facebook, Stripe, Reddit, etc., 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 etc. They have an enormous amount of partners. There have been so many people who announced that they're actually leaving other chains to simply make their metaverses and or their NFT projects exclusively on top of Polygon. Polygon, for those of you who don't know, is basically the scaling solution that we have been waiting for Ethereum. I know I keep saying it over and over, it's because it's true. Ethereum, at the point of me making this video, there doesn't seem to be any actual indication that we're going to see 100,000 to 1 million transactions on Ethereum's main blockchain anytime soon. And Polygon is taking a lot of the slack away from it. You might remember a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, when the entire NFT boom began and everyone was buying stuff on top of Ethereum, and the Ethereum transaction fees were $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. You had to find the right time to actually send the transaction on the Ethereum network, especially if you were dealing with NFTs. You know, it brought that number down to a $15, $20 transaction fee on top of Ethereum, it was Polygon. People began to mint their NFTs exclusively on Polygon, which had like a 1 or 2 cent minting fee as opposed to $56, $78, $120. Polygon is huge, is going to continue to be huge. I think it more or less has now become what I like to call like a corporation coin. A lot of the coins that have more or less been swept up and or adopted by these larger institutions. It's no longer a fringe coin. It's now something that is definitely seen by the larger players as something that they're going to continue building on top of, regardless of if when Ethereum does actually get their 100,000 to 1 million transactions per second, people are still going to use Polygon so they don't add any extra stress on the main Ethereum blockchain. It just makes a lot of sense. Number 3, there's no surprise here. It is Ethereum. This is why we're talking about long-term holds. I'm not talking about hype coins. I'm not talking about stuff that hasn't proven itself. Ethereum has been the number 2 coin for as long as history in the cryptocurrency space has begun. Okay, it's only like 7 or 8 years, but it has been a relatively long time. It's the largest blockchain. They have the most locked in value. That is to say, people who have locked their money inside of the chain in some sort of way, whether it be for staking or trying to make a website or whatever the case might be for all the different protocols and or smart contracts. It is huge. It is major. The vast majority of new projects are being built on top of Ethereum or on top of other things that are on top of Ethereum. It's gigantic. It's huge. It's massive. We're getting all these price predictions for a $10,000 to $15,000 Ethereum. When that's going to happen, I do not know, but it'll probably happen eventually. And I would even dare, I'd even dare give you a good late 2024, early 2025. It seems completely believable around that time frame. There's also the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. A lot of people I don't understand. I think it's just simple human nature. Someone can give you the facts, but you still don't want to hear them. There are a lot of new coins that always come out and they're meant to be contenders to Ethereum and or usurp Ethereum and kind of kick it out of the way, and everyone goes, yeah, my new crappy coin's going to be amazing. And it's like, if you look up the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, it is a consortium or a group of hundreds of companies that you know, that you buy from, that you use, that you may even bank with, who have all announced their support for Ethereum. It's absolutely massive. Until we get to the point where there's a Cardano Enterprise Alliance with 600 companies like JP Morgan Chase and Microsoft and Adobe, all of which are part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, then, you know, Ethereum will continue to be at the top of the list. Ethereum is the number 1 contender to actually become the number 1 coin in the cryptocurrency space. Do I think it's going to happen? Yeah, I think Bitcoin will always, this is my personal opinion, having seen the space evolve and the energy around Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin will always be the number 1 coin. However, as far as if there was a scenario where another coin was going to become the number 1 coin, it would be Ethereum. Period. There's no more to really add onto that. It's a gigantic coin. I think it's going to be around forever. Ethereum has permeated and has slipped into every other market that we see on the planet. You may also notice every single time we hear that a bank or an institution is integrating or adding cryptocurrencies to their platform for their users to be able to buy it at their bank branches, yada yada, it's always Bitcoin and Ethereum. Definitely a long-term hold. Number 4, if you are surprised by this, I don't know how to help you. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the number 1 coin. Bitcoin has always been the number 1 coin. Bitcoin transacts trillions of dollars worth of transactions every single year. You need to understand the significance of that. A lot of people sometimes don't understand the way that the traditional or any financial system works. That's not me being mean. It's more of a, I get it. Not everyone can be always in the know. However, you have to understand that some of the largest banks on the planet typically transact around 200, 300, 400 billion with a B dollars per year. Bitcoin on its own, just Bitcoin, just the blockchain, nothing else. Understand that. So it's not 85,000 bank branches around the world. It's just the Bitcoin's blockchain alone transacts around 25 times more than some of the largest banks on the planet. Bitcoin is huge. Bitcoin is monstrous. Bitcoin is immutable. Bitcoin has such crazy network consensus that it is probably going to be the safest chain that we have over the course of the entirety of our lifetimes. I have mentioned many times before, when I deal with friends or family, I explicitly tell them, if you are going to be getting, this is not financial advice, I tell them if you are interested in getting into the cryptocurrency space, I tell them to at least have $50 to $100 worth of Bitcoin. You have to have something. If you believe heavily in the rest of the cryptocurrency space, the cryptocurrency market, and you don't own any of the #1 coin that we are currently hearing at some point could hit $1 million+ per coin, it doesn't logically make a lot of sense. You wouldn't get exclusively into the stock market, buy a penny stock to hold for the long term and say, I don't want to buy JP Morgan, or I don't want to buy Berkshire Hathaway. I don't want Apple. Why would I buy Apple stock? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to stick with my penny stock and see where it gets me in 15 years. It just doesn't make a ginormous amount of sense. Bitcoin, of course, is going to be on the list, once again, in no particular order. It just makes sense because it's Bitcoin. Number 5 is going to be the most controversial thing I have never said on this channel, and it's not controversial, it just simply makes a lot of sense. Over the last couple of years, this coin, 7 years, has been marred drowned, drenched in the mud from controversy, and all of it has been blatant lies by people who didn't like the idea of a coin or a system or a company that worked with the old banking operating system, which I find really weird because everyone right now is explicitly bending the knee to the banks and to the regulators and other things like that, but they had a problem with it years ago when this company did it first. The number 5 coin is, of course, XRP, and I know someone just went like that or got really annoyed and got angry, and it's because they think that their other coin that hasn't and cannot do what XRP has been doing over the last couple of years is going to do. During the course of this lawsuit, XRP has actually held its own. It has remained within the top 10. It has gone down in price, but gosh darn it, it is not the number 40 coin. It is not the number 75 coin. It is still in the top rankings despite everything that so many people have tried to do against the coin over the course of the last couple of years. They have, the Ripple people have stuck to their word. They integrated XRP into all of their services and products. If you watch the other channel that I have called The Modern Investor, I go over daily cryptocurrency news. What do you hear about daily? Ripple has a new partner in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. They're working with Dubai, they're working with Saudi Arabia, they're working with people in Thailand, they're working with people in Mexico, and all these things to open up new payment corridors around the world to basically get rid of MoneyGram and Western Union. And guess what they're all using? That's right, they're all using XRP. They have had an enormous, it's usually like 2 or 3 per month partnerships since around 2020. They have hundreds of partnerships under their belt. We know that these are actual partnerships. We know that they're actually using XRP, which was one of the main things that people kept on saying years ago would never be done. Institutions would never want to use XRP. Well, guess what? They actually are. They're also still partnered with the largest bank in Japan. You know, everything has kind of lined up perfectly for them. I wonder how large this coin would actually be if there had never been the corruption case with the SEC and them launching a lawsuit against the people from Ripple for no actual case. I think this coin would probably, for those of you who don't know and have not been here, XRP has been the number 2 coin many times within the cryptocurrency space. It has flipped Ethereum, became the number 2 coin, and there was a point where if XRP's price had doubled once again, it would have become the number 1 coin. It is larger than Solana, it is larger than EOS, it is larger than Cardano, it is larger than Litecoin. It is a huge coin, it is a huge project. I think the only thing that's really keeping it on the top 5 for me at the point right now on this list is the fact that everyone believes that they will be favored in the actual lawsuit. If Ripple wins this lawsuit, we are going to see a $2 and then a $3 and then a $5 XRP, and the market will continue going up with the coin as everything else begins to move up during the next hyper bullish cycle. This coin is massive, and I dare say I applaud them, golf clap, for what they've done over the last couple of years, because they stuck to it. They didn't listen to anyone else. They did exactly what they said that they were going to do. And I think people hate them for it. People were told years ago an enormous amount of lies about the company and about the coin. Remember, people said that you can print more XRP. The coin burn wasn't actually happening. That the Ripple company was actually, what was it? It was all these nonsensical, weird things. They were buying it back from other companies. They were saving it for themselves. People said at some point, nonsense. People said at some point that that the Ripple company was gonna dump all their XRP into the market and rug pull. So then they had to initiate the escrow every single month. So they now have 1 billion coins that come out of the escrow every single month so that the XRP company can sell it to other companies who want to use XRP, or maybe to buy other things, or to get new licenses to work in other countries. But every single month I see an article when the billion is released from the escrow, people go, where's it going? What's happening to it? Are they about to dump it onto the market? They never have, and they never will. You know what they are doing? They're selling it to companies who understand the value of the token and who are going to be using it. Any other coins not used after that month get re-locked into an escrow for another 60 months. They've been hyper transparent, and I don't understand how so many people can actively make sure that they're lying to other people when they themselves know the truth. But I think that's just the world that we live in. A lot of people, and I'll be nice here, who don't have anything else to do, I feel like they simply go online and try and spread as much nonsense and hate because they also don't like themselves or their lives. I'm not being mean at all. It's simply we are all in this market together. How many times have you heard someone stand on stage talking about, I hate Amazon stock. Amazon's the worst thing in the entire world, but you know, this penny stock that I have is the most amazing thing. It's only in crypto. It's a very juvenile space. It is a very brand new market. It's people just simply trying to make sure that their coins prosper and their coins make it. But look at where that's gotten so many people. How many of you could have actually been in major projects? How many of you could have gotten into Ethereum when it was $4, but you yourself lied and you told other people to lie that they shouldn't get into it? Constantly. You're always worried about everyone else's money except for your own. It doesn't make any sense. Think of how rich you could be if you had focused all that negative energy on making yourself money, where you would be, how many houses you would have, the cars you would have if you're into buying cars. Anyway, XRP's number 5. They've done incredibly well, and I think they will continue to do so. Even if they lose this lawsuit, this only pertains to the United States. Ripple/XRP, the coin, have already received status and word from 20 other countries around the planet that the coin is not a security and it is actually a currency. You can look it up. That's why they're so significant and why I think they're going to continue. Even if they do lose the lawsuit, I think people in America will panic. They'll sell off the coin. They'll get really scared. But guess what? The rest of the world will still be using it, and they will probably continue to blossom. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.